Hey guys, have you seen the new On the Tira videos? Because On the Tira leaked some stuff on Jake Haro about how he knew information about Jake Haro. He's claiming that Jake Haro doesn't know the information that he has on him. Okay, and Jake Haro, he used to work for this lady. She's an older lady who owned a store. And this is how Jake knew her. She told law enforcement she didn't want anybody with a criminal background working for her, but they brought him there anyways. After he got sentenced for Promise Faith, he was working there because remember he was on a work release program, so he was working at that place. They're saying that Jake Haro came in by himself in his truck and came in on the 7th, the 8th, and the 9th. He came in to donate on a Thursday, on August 7th. He donated baby items, pristine items, looked like it's never been used. It was a baby, I believe it was a baby swing and a walker, a baby walker. And then on the 8th, he came in to dump things. And then on the 9th, he came in to donate baseball cards. I'm going to show you guys the video, but this is a leaked video, okay? Jake's sentencing is on the 3rd of November. So,
Jake came to a store and he donated stuff and he was alone. And it was before the baby was reported missing. But if it gets back to them, then it's going to be Jake's going to want the baby to be gone before it is an accident. And we're just the dump site. If he's proven to be after the 9th, that's premeditation.
We can't say anything.
We really can't. We can ruin their case. We're important because we're either the dump site after the fact or we're premeditation. We're in a terrible spot. The fact is, we know him. He's so stupid. Four of us.
Do you have any of the bags still?
No,
They took everything?
Weeks ago when the dump.
You never kept anything for sale, or you never kept anything in the back?
No, because
Everything's
this
sold.
is what happened.
Everything.
That beautiful baby stuff was donated on a Thursday. Friday morning, our workers that work here brought it out. I'm like, oh my God, this is the nicest swing, nicest walker I've ever seen. I said it sold that day. His baby wasn't missing yet.
You know what? I'm not even gonna say Beaumont at all. I'm just gonna say
But
I'm gonna keep
they're
Beaumont
gonna
out of
know.
it because
They're gonna know.
yeah, because if I say
detectives are gonna
if
know.
I say Beaumont,
They'll take their story that off.
I'm gonna say third story either. He went into a place of business and
By himself?
By himself
In his white truck, because they asked us for a vehicle.
White truck.
in his white truck, and he.
Because who's saying Rebecca donated the baby?
Yeah,
clothes?
because Rebecca.
got
I've
messages.
never
So-
seen Rebecca. No, I
And
know. We got
and he
messages
did
saying that.
and he got. Can I show the
Rebecca.
cards or no?
Because
No.
the cards are gone.
I mean, I
They'll
can
No,
know.
can I show the
No,
cards?
they're gonna
No, because
know.
we got the cards from Facebook. We didn't get it from you.
I don't know.
But they're gonna say
Because
how
they're
did
gonna
you know
leak it.
that he
Well, because I'm an
donated?
investigative reporter.
It is on our site. Yeah.
But it says public information, so I could have did my report and went to Facebook. Let me see, open your Facebook.
But then you would have
and
to
they're gonna,
have
who told you? Obviously,
basically-
her. Who told you together? Oh my
No,
God.
They're gonna be so mad. They're literally gonna call her
Yeah.
furious. They even said thank you guys for not fucking blocking it. You guys are the only ones we've kept it with them.
No, that's
Yeah.
why I'm trying to figure out what I could say
Yes.
without.
What can he say?
The basic thing
Okay,
that he
I'll
could
get
say
this out.
would be that there's a source that actually, for sure, had eyewitness Jake at a store donating 3 days in a row. That's it. That's all
Okay.
you can say.
That's all.
That's all
Okay.
you can say because we didn't see Rebecca. She wasn't one
I've
there.
never seen.
We're not
her.
gonna give the dates.
Oh no, because that.
We're not gonna give the
If they
dates.
discovered that baby on the 10th of this murder, because supposedly baby's on video at Costco. If
And
that's
and
true,
and,
if
and
that's
he
there,
3 days in a
there's
row.
no getting out of
Telling you
this.
if
This
that's
was.
true. Is that true?
What?
The Costco thing?
Do you even
It was
know?
a lead, and I never checked it out like here because I haven't made it there yet.
okay, it says Part 2, recorded on August 29th, 2025. The Sheriff's Department has a contract with the establishment not to send any child abusers or pedophiles to this establishment to finish their community service. The county sent Jake Haro. He did community service there for 2 years. why he knows the owner so well. He utilized the same county services who let him off from hurting his daughter to bury his son. Now, on the 10th, right, people are saying, and this is not confirmed, okay? This is a rumor. So please, they're saying that they seen baby Emmanuel at Costco on camera on the 10th. Now, if that is true, that is premeditation, right? Because Jake is getting rid of baby items. If baby Emmanuel was alive at that time, he was thinking about hurting baby Emmanuel. If he went to purposely dump things, donate things on purpose before baby Emmanuel was reported missing, he was premeditating. Okay?
And he 3 days in a row.
There's no getting out of
telling
this.
you,
This
that's
was.
true. Is that true?
What?
The Costco thing?
Do you even
It was
know?
a lead, and I never checked it out like here because I haven't made it there yet. Like I've been busy.
If they have
but
him on video
I,
on the
I
10th
said I
alive,
can't
he
confirm
is
it.
dead.
But this,
It was that lead in the video that said it, right?
but it's fine. Even if a lead is a lead, in my
Yeah,
opinion. Now
yeah.
if they get mad, that's on them.
Yeah.
They're not out here
They
wasting
get
their
mad at
gas.
us, though.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have sources that indicate Jake went into a store 3 days in a row to donate clothes. No,
Okay.
He went into
One
he went
day
to
was baby stuff. The
One
next
day.
day was just a dump, no donation.
I not watched.
he and the third day
Third
was
day was some baseball.
okay. We'll leave it at that.
That's it.
That's it. Okay, thanks.
That's
For the premeditation. It's sure there was no blood. You guys aren't getting it.
Yeah,
This
right.
stuff was perfect. That baby never used it. And why would you get rid of perfect baby stuff and your baby don't go missing until a week later?
Can I say that it was perfect?
It was like clean, like it was never used.
After when he donated the cards the third day, I had already left work driving home, and he called me. And this is our conversation. Thank you for letting me dump your stuff. And I said, hey, what are you doing? Deep cleaning? He said, yeah, something like that. I go, I'm a clean freak too. And we laughed about it. And I said, hey, why'd you donate your
Hi, my
baseball
friend.
cards? He goes, he's just not into it anymore. I go, okay, bye, Drake. Conversation. Like he told me to thank me. The hell fucking proof of everything.
Yeah. Okay.
And he's never asked for everything.
Never. In all
trash
these
away.
2 years, he's never asked for that.
And they were small enough bags to throw in their own trash can. You know what I mean? They weren't big.
They were
So
like,
he just used it
they
for
were
long.
like this.
Yeah.
Like black bags or like regular 13-gallon
No, it
bags,
wasn't like this. No, it wasn't.
Small one?
It was like
like grocery bags.
what was in it? I couldn't
I
tell.
don't know because
And I
Okay.
watched them.
it's just a friend.
And I'm not saying that there's something wrong with donating baby items. I have baby items that are unused. People donate baby items all the time, but when you report your baby missing the week after you do this, it's just suspicious. That's all I'm saying. Now, my problem is the last time we seen Rebecca before they went on the news, right, to plead for help, she was seen on August 5th at Charlie Jr.'s funeral. Charlie Jr. is her nephew. That was the last time we seen Rebecca on camera before baby Emmanuel was reported missing. Now people are saying that she has a black eye, and people are saying that it's covered with makeup and she has a swollen eye. I think, in my honest opinion, I think she just has eye bags. Because law enforcement, the district attorney thinks baby Emmanuel passed between the day of August 5th through the 14th. So, did something happen that morning on August 5th? Is that why baby Emmanuel wasn't at the funeral? Is that why Jake wasn't at the funeral? Why was the 2-year-old not at the funeral? And what doesn't make sense to me is if she had a black eye that day on August 5th, her eyes would not be like that. I feel like it would be swollen. It just doesn't look as swollen. And if you look at the other picture of her during the news interview, it looked like, because we know As we're looking at her news interview, right, it looked old. The bruising looks old. It's at the healing stage. It looks a week old. It looks to me like she had a black eye on each eye, but the one on the left is healed, but the one on the right, you can tell she still has some bruising. So what does that mean? If Rebecca had a black eye on August 5th, would have it looked like it was already healing on August 5th. Now, this is Rebecca on August 5th. Does she look like she has a black eye there? Because I don't know. It doesn't look like it. It doesn't look like she's been crying or her eyes are not swollen. Now, these pictures are a week later. This is a day after she reported baby Emmanuel missing. These pictures are from the news. Now, if you look at the picture on the right, it looks like the left eye is healed. The marking is gone, but you could still kind of see it on the bottom. I'm going to use this lady on top for reference, okay? Her eyes does not look swollen at all. That's why I don't think she had any black eye going on in this picture. And I don't have a good picture of her because she's in the background of a video. Would that mean that it happened before August 5th? Right? I don't know. And as we know, Rebecca knew that Jake had a troubled past, had a troubled history, and yet she still stayed with him through this whole time. Mind you, they got married in 2021. Based on her interview with Brian Rocos, they got married in 2021. And he said that she knew about his prior charges. So she knew that he was capable of hurting a baby. And over again, she kept choosing him over and over her children because she did not leave. Because you chose to stay. You chose to be with this guy knowing that he's capable of hurting children. You know he was capable of hurting baby Emmanuel. And what did you do? Did you stop it? In 2021, they got married, right? And she stopped talking to her family. Mary Bushausen didn't enter the picture until March of 2025. Right? So that means Rebecca wasn't in touch with her family. She was isolated. She was at home with Jake. She didn't have anybody. Right? And while she was in a relationship with Jake, right? In 2023, he had to go to court and he was sentenced to 48 months probation, right? In 2023. Now, in 2023, he had to do a work release program and she was with him. He had to do a child abuse class and he was under probation. In 2024, Rebecca knew that Jake broke probation, that he had an ammunition and a firearm in that house with her baby. Her 2-year-old daughter, Mackenzie, was 11 months at the time when Jake broke probation. Okay? Why do you have a firearm around the child? If you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to have. If you're a convicted felon, you're not allowed to have firearms. Okay? That's a no go. Especially somebody who abuses children. You're not supposed to have a firearm on you. So, Rebecca knew this. Rebecca knew all the stuff that Jake had to go through because of his 2018 case with Promise Faith. So there's no excuse for Rebecca to not leave Jake, right? So, as to whether or not she knew that Jake was getting rid of the stuff, I mean, she must have known. You don't just come home and not wonder where the baby stuff are at, right? You don't just come home and you don't question that stuff. You don't question, oh, where did my baby stuff go? Right? Where did my baby's swing go? Where did my baby's walker go? That's weird that you don't question that. And you guys, remember, Rebecca had 2 previous marriages before Jake. She was married to a man, and I'm not gonna name him because he did not want to be named, right? She was married to this guy, and in 2018, 2019, she filed a domestic violence with children against this guy. And the same guy, her same ex-husband, filed the same thing against her, and she lost custody of them. She wasn't talking to her kids for 11 years, according to this guy, right? So there must have been, this is California. Usually in custody cases, and I'm not trying to be biased, but it just seems like they favor the mother over the father when it comes to custody battles. I'm just telling it how it is. Usually they favor the mother over the father. So what is it that she was doing that she didn't win this case? Right? She left her husband, her ex-husband, she left her ex-husband and her two children, 2 younger children who are now adults. How can you leave 2 children at such a young age? I wouldn't be able to do that. I would have taken my children with me. But like I said, why is it that she did not get custody of these kids, of these girls? Just a question. Now I'm wondering if Jake's parents or family were questioned. The sister lived right next door on the stepfather's property. And not only that, right? She knew all of this. She knew Jake had a prior case in 2018 for promised faith, and she still had children with him. Jake is the reason why Rebecca stopped talking to Mary Bushausen, which is her adoptive mother, but is really her grandmother. She knew that Jake was capable of doing this. I believe that's why they stopped talking for like 3-4 years. They got married in 2021, so it must have been around that time when they stopped talking. I don't know. I'm starting to wonder what Rebecca's role in this could be, because the fact that she doesn't shed a tear for her baby makes me wonder how detached she was from baby Emmanuel. Was the abuse, the trauma bond you have with Jake that strong that you don't have any feelings for your baby? I don't get it. Is that Stockholm because She's defending him over and over again. She chose him over and over again. She cut off her family for him. Okay? So, is it that strong that you would choose Jake over your children? Why won't you get them out of that situation? Right? I just don't get it. Now look at what happened. You don't shed not one tear for your baby. And I want to show this real quick because I know Donna, one of my subscribers, was asking about this, and Jake did get convicted of the firearm and ammunition for last year, for 2024. During the felony settlement conference, he pleaded guilty to all the charges, so he is convicted of that. If you guys like this video, like it, share it, subscribe. Okay, thank you guys.